Hello, hello, and welcome to the Introvert Social Hour. My name is Kavana. Welcome back. Today we are talking about Disney Channel, specifically the music of the core Disney Channel era of the 2000s, the best era in my opinion. And I'm so excited to bring on my friend Jamichael to talk about this. Welcome, Jamichael.
Woo-hoo. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited because I mean we've kind of talked about this with one of my TikTok videos where I was talking about like Disney Channel and like I just love Disney Channel. Like we all kind of like people in our specific like age area like grew up on Disney Channel.
Exactly.
Um whether it be like That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, and then all the movies of course, but then also then we go into like Hannah Montana Wizards of Waverly's Place, and even before that, so many cool things. So I'm so excited to go into the specifically. We're gonna talk about shows because that ties into music as well, for sure.
Yeah.
And then also movies because that also ties into the music, but also the music that came in between those commercials.
Ooh,
Those
that's how
like
they hook
that,
you
put
in.
your sneakers on, Vanessa Hudgens. Like, so I definitely am really excited to talk about those moments because those are pretty iconic too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to say, I am curious to understand, like, what was your Disney Channel era? Like, what would you say were those, like, what was the start exactly, and when was the end? If you had, like,
Yeah.
those time frames.
Good question. I literally remember the first time we got Disney Channel on cable
Yeah.
um, when I was growing up. And as I was looking back, I think it was the late 90s, like at least 97. Because I see
Mhm.
the film that came out then was Under Wraps. And I do remember seeing
Solid.
Under Wraps
Yeah.
as a kid. So late 90s up until 2010. Actually,
Okay.
when I graduated from high school and went to college, and I had to like kind of graduate from Disney Channel,
Disney Channel.
unfortunately. But I
Yeah.
still found moments to watch Phineas and Ferb while
Yeah.
I was
It's
in
so
college.
good.
But yeah, that was my era. Like I grew up with. I don't know if you ever heard of Bug Juice.
Yes. Hmm.
Bug Juice was on when it first came on. And then Disney Channel used to have these like different sections. It had Vault Disney at nighttime with all like the
Yes.
old 1950s and 60s Disney Channel stuff, and then I think it was Toons Disney or Zoog Disney, and then whatever Disney, the part of Disney that came on in the morning as well. Uh, so it was.
Yeah.
I come from when it had so many different variations of Disney Channel.
No, that makes sense. Cause yeah, you're so right. Cause I feel like they always kind of kept that general idea of like this is nighttime Disney, this is morning Disney, this is da da da. But they kind of changed kind of what that meant at a certain point. Cause for me, what nighttime Disney ended up being was like American Dragon, where you'd
Yes, yes,
you'd
yes,
wake
yes.
up and like 1 2 3 go 1 2 3, like the theme song would play, and it's like 3 in the morning, like it never
Hmm.
played regular time.
Yeah,
Um, that
that's
there
not.
was one Replacements. The replace. Did you
Oh,
ever watch the
the
Replacements?
replacements. Was it
Yeah,
like
the
this one?
Replacement.
Oh, so
Yeah,
we're part of the same era.
yeah. We definitely had some overlap for sure. So
Hmm.
okay, wait, that's good to know then. I
Yeah,
would say
that's
for me.
interesting. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, no. Go ahead before I go into mine. Yeah.
Because I was thinking even with that late night, it was like only black and white TV shows, which I
Okay.
found that interesting. And that I think it was they had the Masketeers. I don't know if you know the song Mickey
Yeah.
USD. That would come on. Um, it was so different back then. But
See,
yeah,
so
I got a chance to see the evolution of that.
gotcha. See, okay, so I didn't catch like the black and white kind of like because you said like there was like from 1950, 1960s kind of so or
Yeah.
wherever that yeah. So
I don't
I
know exactly if that was the era, but I'm just gonna say
yeah,
it.
it was back then.
Back then.
um, but yeah, so I wasn't there for that. But the thing is, they had kind of had an evolution of sorts. I wasn't. I was a bit on the older end, so I started like phasing out of Disney a bit early. Um,
Mm.
so when they had Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, they still had the Mickey, but it was like now this brand new, really colorful, updated
Hmm.
kind of version. And I watched that mainly because of my siblings, so I would
Yeah.
watch that with them.
Hmm.
But no, I phased out. What ended up happening? So for me, for sure, I was watching Disney that basically like early 2000s where I was like I could understand and lock in. So I was watching
Right.
like Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, things like that. And
Hmm.
then I started phasing out probably around the same time as you, to be honest, which is so
Yeah,
yeah. So I was still there for like Wizards of Waverly's Place,
me
things
too.
like that. But when Good Luck Charlie became a thing, I wasn't really watching Good Luck Charlie, you know.
And
Um
that was like late 2000s, I believe, right?
yeah,
But
so
yeah.
I was starting to kind of dip out. Like I
Hmm.
finished Wizards of Waverly's Place. Anything that came after that, it was like I kind of came back if it intrigued me. So for example, movie wise, Descendants popped off and I was like, wait, this is kind of good.
I missed Descendants. I
Oh,
didn't.
really?
I think I was done with Disney Channel by the time that came out. Yeah.
I recommend if you ever decide to go back. Descendants is actually a solid film, and Kenny Ortega, the icon himself.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we love Kenny. Yeah.
So the fact that he did it, that's what intrigued me. Because as a High School Musical girl, I was like, oh, Kenny Ortega's he's up in here.
Hmm.
Okay, let me go ahead
He
and do this.
directed it, or
Yeah, I think he directed it and choreographed. Let me double check that. But
oh, it's a musical.
yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You didn't.
I haven't seen this.
You see,
And
you gotta
I
watch
know
it.
there's a sequel, right?
Yeah, it has. Is it 3 or 4 movies now? It's one of those things that kept going and it shouldn't have kept going. To
Oh
be honest, I
wow.
think 3 should have been the stop.
Okay.
Um, but do I think there's I think if there is a 4, it's already out recently or it's coming out. But yeah,
Okay.
Kenny Ortega directed, um, and since he directed, I'm pretty sure he also choreographed because I'm sometimes he'll choreograph and not direct, but I'm pretty sure he did both. In this case
Interesting.
scenario. But yeah, so that's why I was like, I had to. And then there's also another movie called Zombies, which was way past my time. But
Mine too.
I actually like that also. They had good
Mm,
music. Yeah.
okay.
So and it's like such a silly plot line, but it works. It's like two opposing worlds, this
Uh-huh.
girl who's like a human, and then there's zombies, and like they go to school together but they're kind of like segregated, and so
Uh-huh.
like they're kind of enemies. They're not supposed to like be together, and somehow the zombie and the girl kind of like start to like each other. But then plot twist, like regular Disney Channel stuff, plot twist, she's not just a human, she's also something else. It's this whole thing, but
Oh
the music
wow.
is good.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, that's kind of where I started phasing out. So for me, it was Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly's Place. I watched Even Stevens as well. Back then.
Sweet Life of
Um,
Zack and Cody.
Life of Zack and Cody. I still watch Corey in the House after that. So Raven also, that was one of my things.
Okay.
So
What
all of this
about
stuff.
what's the show? Famous Jet Jackson.
No, so that was out of my like by the time I really started getting into it, that was one of the things that played at nighttime. Like
Okay,
late night,
okay.
that wasn't really on anymore. So I have recollection of like watching parts and episodes of the show, but I
Hmm.
wasn't it started phasing out by the time I was really in Disney Channel to actually be able to watch the show like as a true like, oh, I know this show down kind of thing.
Yeah. That's the one show that I am sad that Disney does not have streaming.
I was gonna
Uh,
ask, okay,
on
so it's not on
No,
Disney
it's
Plus.
not. And unfortunately, the main actor Lee Thompson Young, he passed away.
Yeah.
I think in the early 2000s or 2010s, and
Mhm.
that was I don't know. It was I don't think they had many shows where there was like a black male lead at that time.
Yeah, not at
Um,
that time, because like
yeah,
literally, I think that, and then eventually Corey in the House, and I think that was it. Yeah.
and yeah, that was like a transition from Raven.
Hmm.
Um, and I remember Destiny's Child being on that episode as well on one episode of Famous Jet
What?
Jackson. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. That's
Hmm.
cool. Okay.
There's some scenes that you can probably find on YouTube where like Beyonce and Lee Thompson Young are on there together.
Yeah, no, I said there's so many shows or like movies. I'm like, okay, I kind of miss that era. Maybe one day I'll go back to them. And that was
Yeah.
one of those where I was like, try to watch it from top to bottom to like really get into it. But now that I know it's not even on Disney Plus, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'll look and see what YouTube has.
Another question. What about Mike Super Shark Show? Do you remember that little snippet? Have you heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you just threw in like a memory thing. I have no visual, but yes. Hold on. Wait, can you break it down? Because
So
you just threw
Mike's
something in my head.
super short show was like in during the commercials.
Yeah.
I forgot the actress. She would always dance. I think she was in Missy Elliott's videos.
Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, I was about to call her Anna. Her name is not Anna. Um, Allison Stoner. There we go.
Yes, and they would have like these really short segments, but they would always end with like Mike super short show. It was just something like really
Yes.
quirky.
I got the visuals. I literally, you said that, and that was like, brain. We know what that is. We know what that is. I was like,
Yeah,
so I came to see the visual of it. That's a good reminder because yeah, because she has been around for so long too.
definitely. Yeah. So it
Wow,
looks like
what a throwback.
2002 to 2007 ish.
Okay, so it lasted a pretty long time. Yeah,
Yeah, but it wasn't your traditional TV show. Obviously, it was more like a commercial type.
quick throw in.
Hmm.
Wowzers. No, I that was a good moment there. There's so many things that we experience like as kids that sometimes you're gonna be like you have so many moments. Sometimes you're like, oh snap, that was a thing.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
we're just talking about Disney, but even if you open up the box of like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, like there's just so much that our memory like tries to hold on to that
Exactly.
it's wild.
Because
Wow.
before Disney Channel, I was a Nickelodeon kid. And
Mm.
then once we got Disney Channel, like I like transitioned over um to Disney because I used to watch. I mean, I don't know if this is a Nickelodeon moment, but
That's
Keenan and Kel
yeah,
and all that had um whatever shows that
top tier.
Nickelodeon had. That's what I
Amanda.
watched.
Yeah. No. What a time. No, but yeah, that literally could be a whole episode on its own because that also has some solid
Yeah,
moments and solid movies. They did their best trying to run up against each other in regards to Nickelodeon versus Disney. I think Disney definitely held down in like the musical category of things for sure. But they
definitely.
tried because I the side note again, and then I'm gonna get back to Disney. The Kiki Palmer and my what's his name? Max something. They had a musical movie. Did you ever watch that? It was called it so it was like around the time that Let It Shine by Disney Channel came out. I don't
Oh yeah, I don't even think
but
I
it
watched
was
that.
like oh my gosh, Kiki Palmer and Max. Is his last name Max Schneider? Okay, I was right. Called Rags. There we go. My brain
Yeah.
wanted to call it Ragtime, and I was like, girl, that is a musical on Broadway. But yes,
Oh,
so there was a period where they were trying to drop musical movies out too.
okay,
Um,
okay.
but they
Oh,
didn't do
Nickelodeon
as well.
original movie.
Mhm. They were trying to do something.
They were competing.
Yeah. But no,
Okay.
that also has good music, side note. But going into sound, my question is when you think of Disney Channel music, what comes to your mind at first? Like what or even who comes to your mind at first? I'm curious.
Um, Raven.
Yes.
Um, who else comes to mind? I honestly, the theme songs
Mhm.
of Disney
Solid theme
Channel come
songs.
up immediately. Obviously,
Which
High School
ones?
Musical, huh?
Which theme songs? I'm curious. Like if you had like a
If
top
you
three
believe
or like
you got a
mhm.
picture perfect plan. What is that?
Wait, which is I don't even know. I'm
Lizzie
like I'm trying to
McGuire.
wait, hold up.
Sometimes you make it, sometimes you fake it. You get one step closer each and every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yes. I was like, huh? Okay, Lizzie McGuire.
the
Wow.
Proud
Am I really
Family
a fan?
theme
Proud
song,
Family.
obviously.
For
Shout out to
sure.
DC3. Well,
Plus Solange.
plus Solange, yeah, because she led it.
Yeah.
Um, Cheetah Girls.
Oof.
That
Cheetah
should have been first on
Girls.
the list for me.
So good.
Kim Possible, Christina Milian leading that.
Yeah.
What else? And then some of the songs that weren't necessarily connected to Disney Channel original movies, but like
Hmm.
the songs that they were promoting for like the Hollywood movies that were in the theaters, like Princess
Hmm.
Diaries. Um,
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember Miracles Happen Once in a
Literally, that's where my brain started with the yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
where yeah.
one point in time I listened to that song like 1,000 times over and over and over again. I also remember when they were promoting Mulan. So you would
Mm,
see True to Your Heart by 98 Degrees, Reflection by Christina Aguilera.
yeah.
Um, I I can name so many. This song called Grazing in the Grass from I think it was Lion King 1.5. Raven sang it. And she also
Mm,
sang this is my time to shine. Something I think that was from Princess Diaries 2 soundtrack. I want to say.
yes. I was trying to connect the dots. Yeah, because that's also the one where she makes a cameo moment as her friend, where they're like going down the mattress slide.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
she did. Yeah.
Um, and obviously Miley. Um,
Mhm.
I think that's it. That's all I have. High School
Ooh,
Musical.
okay. I'm
I
gonna
mean
drop.
Demi Lovato.
Demi
Um,
Lovato. I love
yeah,
Demi Lovato.
they introduced her to me through Camp Rock, and then Jonas
Uh,
Brothers.
did you ever watch Sunny with a Chance?
I feel like I did, but I was older at that point, so
Mm.
it wasn't something that I just sat down and looked up to.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. For me, Sunny with a Chance was a good theme song as well. Um, I don't know if it'd be in my top of theme songs of like TV shows, 'cause like I agree, Penny Proud, like Proud Family, it's really hard to top. It's like a solid theme song. Kim
Yeah.
Possible, I think is a
Hmm.
top solid theme song. I think Sweet Life of Zack and Cody's theme song
Oh
is
yeah.
fire. Yeah, like that's a really good one. I also like Wizards of Waverly's Place theme song.
I
And
don't
you
even
know what
remember that one.
yes, please. Da-na-na-na.
Man.
Everything is not what it seems. That's what, but yeah.
Oh yes, it
hmm
says. Did Selena sing that?
Yeah, she did.
Shout
A
out to
fun
my
fact.
Texas girl.
Right. Fun fact, I have the album, the Wizards of
Oh
Waverly Place album. hmm
wow.
So
I didn't
I
know that
never
was an
got rid
album.
of it. Yeah. But Raven also sings on that too. Like she was really around everywhere. She sings oh my gosh. Some call it magic. Do you remember that one? They used to play that on the commercial breaks. Because it also tied in with That's a Raven. Like some
Oh,
call it magic. The things
yes.
I yeah, that one. So yeah,
What about
that's a good album.
this may have been before your time, the Disney Channel Circle of Stars. They sang
Okay.
Circle of Life.
Okay, so no, I didn't. Who was in the group of the people who chose to they chose to
Raven, Taj
sing?
Mori,
Taj
uh,
was up in there sing?
Orlando Brown, Hilary Duff, Christy Casa Romano, uh, pretty much actors from Even
Mm.
Stevens, Raven, Smart Guy. Well, I guess Taj Mori because he was in Kim Possible.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that too.
it was if you listen to it, it would like blow your mind.
Mm.
They sang down on that song. It's very like a '90s ballad feel. Because I
Hmm.
think they released it with the promotion of like the DVD version of Lion King at the time.
Mm.
I also think it was, yeah, it was awesome.
Ooh, okay. Now I'm literally gonna have it up to find somewhere. For me, oh, I found it, so I'm gonna watch it later. For me, they did a lot of you like pulling all of Disney Channel stars together. But for me, I don't know if you ever had Make a Wave was one where I think they pulled it. I think that was just Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas. They would do a lot of songs to promote like like the earth and like taking care of the earth and things like that. So it was like Make a Wave, Make a Change. And then they
Mm,
also had one where they pulled like Miley, Selena, the Jonas Brothers, Demi. And that one, I don't know why I'm going blank now, even though I just had it.
hmm.
It starts with an S. Oh my goodness. But I remember that one was a big deal because also like Disney Channel drama was very much a public thing. And it
Yeah.
was like, oh, this person used to date that person, but this person now dates this person, and that person da 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 da, and this person broke up, and now they're all singing together. We
Wow.
were as kids, we were like, oh, what's going on? But if I can get that, I'll grab that for you because
Please
that was a
do.
good
'Cause
song.
I've
But I
never
think my
heard of
favorite
that
one
one.
is Make a Wave. Make a
Okay.
Wave with Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas, and that was also because they also had drama. So yeah,
Uh, oh,
stuff.
what's coming to mind for me now is Z9. Did you ever watch Z9, Girl of the 21st Century?
Why did I
Zoom,
not
zoom,
mention that?
zoom.
Yeah,
Make my heart go.
Supernova Girl.
Yeah.
Hey, yes. Oh
And
my
we are not in
gosh.
space yet in the 21st century, by the way. So,
Yeah.
even though they're trying to get there.
Oh
Uh,
my goodness. Oh my
or
God. Yes.
wake me up, shake me up, something to the stars.
Yes.
Galaxy and stars are my girl. Galaxy
Wow.
and stars. That's the second film.
I gotta rewatch this
Xenon the
movie.
sequel.
Yeah, because you're throwing me back. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. I haven't watched this movie in a rewatched this movie in a minute.
Yeah.
I gotta start using my Disney Plus membership a little bit more.
Come on, that's a lot. Um,
Yeah.
Even Stevens,
I don't
that
remember their song.
musical episode. I
Um,
think Shia LaBeouf had a dream or something, and there was a song that I used to love. It was called uh, "We Went to the Moon in 1969, not 1970, but a year sooner." Uh,
yeah. I
yeah,
remember the we went to the moon. That
yeah.
part just like clicked for me. Oh. Okay,
It
see,
makes
I'm
me so
writing all
happy
this
right
down.
now.
Like, okay, we're gonna re-experience these because those are ones I forgot. I was like, even Stevens, because even oh my goodness, I feel like musical episodes is such a big thing because I even watch. I'm trying to think. My brain is telling me, but I don't even remember the music. Um, my brain is telling me there was something for Phil of the Future. Did you ever watch Phil of the Future?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Because of
Yeah.
course, Allie McCall, what's her costume? Okay, I always just say Allie and AJ because it's her sister, but yeah, Allie from Allie and AJ. So I think she sung the theme song.
Theme song?
Yeah. Um, but sorry, going back to the song I was thinking of is called "Send It On." That was they said they called themselves the Disney's Friends for Change, and it was a whole group of people from Disney Channel at that time, including, like I said, Miley Cyrus, Demi
Oh,
Lovato, Selena Gomez, not Bruno, the Jonas Brothers,
not Bruno.
not Bruno. How he's like, how I get in this? Um, but yeah, that one was a decent one. But I prefer Make a Wave. That one's like the best one when it comes to like songs they
Okay.
made for change purposes.
This song literally came out my senior year of high school, so I may not have
Oh,
caught
okay.
it.
No, that makes sense.
I have
Um,
to listen to it.
no, highly suggest, because those are the ones that kind of popped up in commercial breaks where they were kind of pushing it towards you.
Hmm.
Um, but
We did not
speaking
talk
of,
about Phineas and Ferb. I'm sorry.
oh yes, before we move out of shows, I agree. How do we think about 104 Days of Summer Vacation?
That song used to have me in a chokehold. I
It's so good.
absolutely love that TV show. And I didn't think I would because I feel like I was older at that point. But
Yeah.
like every adventure that they had would like make me feel like I was 8 years old again. And even though I feel
Mhm,
like this came out when I was a teenager,
mhm.
um, it was so good. Yeah.
Yeah. It also just like perfectly chaotic and balanced because I feel like Phineas and Ferb themselves were like two opposite like siblings. So you
Yeah.
could kind of like relate to the humor in each of them where like Ferb's like, I'm not saying nothing. I don't have
Yeah.
anything to say right now. But still kind of being funny in the movements and choices he makes. So I remember watching it for the first time because also similarly, I think it was a period where I wasn't a huge cartoon person.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes, I love like Proud Family and stuff like that, but I wasn't really out there purposely watching a lot of cartoons. And so I remember when it came out, I was like, similar concept of like, am I gonna really like this? But the fact I'm like the first episode they're out here making a roller coaster, like,
Mm-hmm.
and Candace is doing her thing, and then there's just so many like plot lines, but also it's just
Harry the
solid.
Platypus was doing his thing.
Yes. And it's solid. I don't even know what you would call that. Not even a catchphrase. He has his own theme song.
Yeah.
That's solid in itself. Every time he pops up, Perry the platypus, like all of that
Yeah.
just makes it such a cool show. And the fact that they even brought it back, it's never really ended, has been really
Right.
cool too.
Yeah. I used to like how it what it was funny how they treated their friend. I think his name was Bao Sheep.
Oh
Uh,
yes. Hmm.
it was
Yeah.
always hilarious how it was just he was so funny to me.
It's just so much, and then you got like was it Isabella, like the storyline between that,
Uh
and
huh.
then of course what was it Candace
Was
and
she the
Jer?
girlfriend or the love interest?
Yeah, the love interest. She had a crush on Phineas, but he wasn't. He's trying to build some stuff.
Right.
He wasn't. He wasn't even considering that or even thinking about that. He's like, "Hey, Isabella, we're doing this today." She's like, "Phineas." um, but yeah, it was just such a fun watch, especially I think it also just solidly stands the test of time. But that's what
Mhm.
I think though. When you have a solid theme song and it's a good show, like you can't go wrong with that. I
Right.
think whoever Disney hires for these theme songs, I mean, they're doing good
They know
because
to
I don't
hook
think
you.
they've ever had like a bad one necessarily.
Hmm.
Yeah, but no, that's
I
a good drop.
Yeah, I used to try to memorize the Phineas and Ferb theme song.
Hmm. Did you ever get it down?
Maybe.
Oh,
Can you help
okay.
me out? I think
Yeah.
it's what 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. It's an
Hmm.
annual problem of my generation, but finding
Finding
a
a good way to
way to
spend it.
spend it.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
maybe building a rocket, something to something, or
yeah.
climbing up the Eiffel Tower, discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving the monkey a shower.
Give me that.
Creating nanobouts or locating Frankenstein's brain.
It's over here. See, I have
Yes,
those parts.
yeah,
I got the
yeah, it's a good
background.
one.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, that's how you know when you listen to it. I'm like, I might not have the basic lyrics, but I have those ad libs down in the
Hmm.
back.
Hmm.
No, that's funny. Yeah, that one sticks in my head. I think Proud Family is one that I don't think I'll ever forget as well. Um, Kim Possible as well. Those are just ones I always played. Sweet Life, Zach and Cody. Hannah Montana. I know
Oh
it's like
yeah,
such a common one, but like
yeah,
I think it became so big that you don't even think about it because it's more than just the theme song now.
right,
But it really is like that's how you know it's such a solid theme song that it became more than just the theme song. Like no, that's a
exactly.
Hannah Montana song. Um, like best of both worlds. That's a hard one to beat. Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's a Raven. That one's a good one.
That was a good
Yeah.
one too, and
Hmm.
even the fact that she came back as an adult with Raven's Home, which
Hmm.
I enjoy watching as well. I'm like,
Yeah.
Raven is the Disney. I mean, this could be controversial, but Raven is the Disney queen.
I agree. That was a debate recently with people. They were like, "No, it's my what was it like a people asked it was like a whole what's your Disney Mount Rushmore?" And it's like that's such a silly question to debate on because everybody grew up in different parts of Disney. Like perfect example of us like you having experiences with like Jet Jackson and me being like, "Oh, I don't really have that because it wasn't on." Like also
Right.
it's like we didn't get a choice in what we got to watch. We got to watch what we could see. So
Yeah.
if Raven was already a part of Disney for so long, she's been like a celebrity and a star since she was a child.
Right. Exactly.
Grew up with Disney in addition to other things she was doing. Why
Before
would Miley
Disney.
Cyrus, yeah, before Disney, why
Yeah.
would Miley Cyrus be on Raven Simone's Mount Rushmore?
Right.
Raven Simone was not looking up to Miley.
Right. Exactly.
So that's why people were like, why? Oh, she doesn't like Miley. I was like, no, Raven came before Miley. Miley would not
Yes.
be on Raven, right? Would not be on Raven's Mount Rushmore. Actually,
Hmm.
she had, oh my gosh, I don't have his name, but you just mentioned him. But Jet Jackson, she had Jet Jackson on her Mount Rushmore.
Oh, Lee Thompson Young. Oh, she
Yes, thank you.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, yes, that would make sense because that was around her time period of like growing up. By the time
Hmm.
That's Raven was already happening, she had, while That's Raven was still happening, she was already in her 20s at a certain point. So, like,
Right.
she was already a whole adult,
Yeah.
so,
Like she
and then
went
Hannah Montana
from
came.
Cosby Show to I think the show Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I don't know if you
She
ever
wasn't
seen that.
that, yeah. Mhm.
Um, and then just all over Disney Channel, obviously.
Yeah, she did so much stuff. Like that's the thing. It's like funny because you can't be like, there's my brain has gaps, but I know she was somewhere at some time.
Yeah.
Like I just
Yes.
can't think of the exact things I'm thinking of, but there is stuff she was in before Disney, whether it be movies. She was in some movies,
Hmm.
and outside of Disney, and of course like Xenon. and then
Oh,
from Xenon.
forgot she
Yeah.
was in Xenon.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
that's
like, so Xenon, uh, both Cheetah Girls.
hmm
I think that's all the Disney Channel original movies, right?
does
Um,
no, I don't think College Road Trip technically a Disney Channel movie? I know it
mm,
released in theaters, but
I
was
don't
it technically
think,
a Disney movie? Maybe
I don't
not.
know. Is that what
It's
Martin?
a double Dutch. Yeah, Dutch Bus.
Maybe.
Let me see. I'm looking. If it technically was a Disney, yeah, it was a Disney movie.
Right. And then also being in Princess Diaries 2 as well.
Yeah, and which is also technically owned by Disney as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shonda
Wow.
Rhimes.
Yes. My goodness, what a time. But yeah, so that like she was literally everywhere at all times in all of her eras, you know.
Yeah.
And I agree when she came back and did Raven's Home, I was a bit like, why are they bringing Raven back for this? Like,
Right.
for me, when it comes to reboots, I'm always like, because even
Yeah.
like Boy Meets World, when they made Girl Meets World, I was kind of like, eh.
Why did we not talk about Boy Meets World? I completely forgot.
That's a good question. I guess I forget that it's technically Disney Channel because I grew up watching it on ABC Family when they
Okay.
started switching things over a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, Boy Meets
I
World is a
for-
good song too. Yeah.
yeah.
Boy Meets World. That one.
Mr. What's that? Mr. Feeney.
Yeah.
I saw a clip that he actually lives in New York City. I think he's like in his 90s. I saw a clip of someone trying to get his attention, and the guy
Oh,
was like taking too long, and he was
you
like
had a blast.
brushing them off. Yeah.
No, I did know he recently had a birthday. Excuse me.
Yes.
And I did see
Mhm.
that. Um, wow, what a time. Sister also technically is Disney as well.
Oh yeah. Well,
hmm
yeah. Sister and Smart Guy. I mean, they
hmm
both had the Sister theme song when they were
So
older.
good. Wait,
Uh,
okay, which one do you prefer? Now I have to ask. You prefer the
the
one that
second half, obviously, when they were singing
okay.
it. Yeah. I got my own mind
Oh, and my own
and my own
sign.
time.
That's the way she
Now everybody sees how different we have come to be.
yeah. They add their like jazzy flair to it
Yes.
instead. No, that's literally one of my favorite ones when she's like, "In my own sign."
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's that. No, I don't know. There's like a for me, I'm in between. I agree though. That college era was just something special.
Yeah.
Um, but I do love the original because it's also they went from like speed jazzy kind of vibe, so they slowed it
Mm-hmm.
down. Like we're kind of grownish now, kind of thing. Is
Mm-hmm.
what it was trying to
Mm-hmm.
get. I like them both. I don't know. It's a hard one for me to pick, to be fair. I
Okay.
think because
Okay.
nostalgia purposes, I'm like, oh, but that one I spent so many seasons with, and then like this one was also really good though too. But I think in
Yeah.
general, I like the college era, and like as a whole, a bit better. I don't know.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
feel like I enjoyed their teenage era better
Mhm.
with like Roger. Because the college era was I guess I couldn't relate to as much because I didn't
Mhm.
had not experienced the college experience yet.
Yeah.
Um, but it was still nice, obviously, because I also think
Mhm.
Destiny's Child was in one of their college episodes, or either Destiny's Child or 702 or 703.
Okay, maybe yeah, I don't remember Destiny's Child, so it might have been yeah, because I don't know, I just liked like when we got new characters coming in, like we had Tyreek and what's his name, Tamara's boyfriend.
Oh yeah, Tyreek. I forgot.
I can't think of Tamara's boyfriend name, but yeah, so we had Tyreek with Tia, and then I can't remember his name with Tamara. So having them come in, they had kind of some funny moments and some seriousness, and
Hmm.
then
Jordan,
um
his name was. It looks
Jordan,
like.
cool, thank you. Because he
Yeah.
was funny. Jordan was funny.
Yeah.
Um, and then we still had Roger. I guess he kind of had like his. I guess they were supposed to be like a glow up kind of thing, where he'd
Yeah.
pop up sometimes. He'd be like, "I'm cool now."
Well, I just saw this clip where Marcus Houston was actually talking about that
Oh,
because
really?
he kind of wanted to kind of branch out as a musical artist, but he was still so in people's mind as Roger.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he asked for him to like be more mature.
Gotcha.
Because he didn't want it to conflict with like him being a part of the singing group Immature that eventually became IMX.
Yeah,
And I just saw a clip of him literally talking about that.
that 100% makes sense. Yeah, because his that I remember him being in a group and was like that branding would contrast. While silly it seems because it's like, well, if I'm an actor, I should be able to act on the show and then do my own thing. But at that time, especially, I feel like you had to kind of align in all factors
Yeah.
for people to kind of click with it. I don't know, that makes sense. But yeah, and that's where also music tied in there because then he had his musical moments inside the show.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah, where he
true.
was singing. Yeah, they had their with no, it wasn't a club, but like their area at the campus where they would kind of get together and chill and have
Mhm.
events and stuff. So I remember he
They
performed
also
a few
sang
times
in
there.
that show too. I remember I actually recorded it. I
Mhm.
think either Tia or Tamara sang "I'm Going Down" by Mary
I think
J.
it was
Blige for like
Tamara.
I think it was at a talent show.
Yes.
And they also "Do
Tamara.
You Love Me? Do
hmm
You Love Me?" I think all the three of them sang it together.
That too, yeah. I think it was the same episode, right, where Tamara sing "I'm Going Down" and then they all
Was
came
it?
together, and then
Yeah.
I think that's what it was because they were kind of supporting her and decided to come sing together. I think I
Okay.
could be wrong, but I think it
Okay.
might be. Um, But yeah, that's when we started to get a lot more music tied into Sister Sister outside of like theme song, which is really cool. They dibbled and dabbled before that as well, before the college journey, but I feel like we got a lot more while they were in college. Um, my brain went to something and it completely left me, but if it comes back, I'll bring it back up. But yeah,
And
no, that's so true.
they were also in a Disney bag as well from
Twitches.
Twitches, both
Phew.
Twitches.
Yeah. I'm trying to think outside of that, because we knew they kind of dibbled and dabbled with singing, but I think outside of Sister Sister, I don't really think they did sing. Like,
They sang before though. They were singers before they were.
oh, they were in a group.
Yes, they were in the group.
Yes.
And funny story, well, during the Renaissance tour, Beyonce's
Mhm.
Renaissance tour, did you see
Yes,
that
I
where she
did.
sang "Yeah, yeah, yeah" and she was singing it to I think
Tia.
either Tia,
hmm
and that made her feel so happy because I honestly had not ever heard that song before, and so I
Same.
did a deep dive and I was like, oh my gosh, like they were singers way back then.
hmm
And apparently, I guess Destiny's Child sang that song afterwards or something.
Oh, see, so same thing. I actually being Tia and Tamara fans. It's so funny because I came up with them for Sister Sister. So
Hmm.
anything I didn't know there was a prior to that because I in my head I was like they were already so young.
Right.
So yeah, when that happened with on the Renaissance tour, I was like I was also searching. I was like, I was like, oh, they were in a group and they made music. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
But it's true, like everybody has kind of like a trajectory before they hit their like big thing.
Hmm.
So that was really cool to see. But yeah, also too, like a lot of musical guests. That's what I was trying to mention. Outside of like the ones we already mentioned had popped up on Sister Sister. That ties in too, which is really cool. But that happened a lot, even in like Sweet Life, Zach and Cody, where they would
Hmm.
have like a lot of intertwining happening. Raven was on there at some point. They had was a That's So Raven and Hannah Montana Sweet Life, Zach and Cody collab situation that
Wow.
happened. Remember those like super episodes where they
Yes.
get all like a few shows together? Those are cool.
I also feel like Chris Brown was in a Sweet Life and Zach and Cody
He was.
episode.
They took that episode down.
I was like, I didn't watch it, but I was like, was he? Because
hmm
yeah.
I remember that. It's one of those things where people are like, I remember that being a thing, but that episode is not available. And that's because all that stuff happened not that
Yeah.
long after. And they were
Hmm.
like, yeah, he can't be in our history
Hmm.
logs.
Hmm.
um, but yes, he was. And even I remember like there was Chris Brown at one point. Brian McKnight was in Sister Sister. I don't know if you ever watched
Oh,
that episode.
I don't think
That
I
was
did.
crazy. He
Um,
was a professor that Tia had a crush on.
oh
And,
wow.
and so the reason they got him to sing was she was like imagining him serenading her
Okay.
at a restaurant because he was meeting up to go over grades or something like that. And
Uh-huh.
Tia, being like this, college girl, she thought he was asking her on a date, and so she was like, "Oh, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing." But
Wow. Yeah, I don't remember that
wild
episode, but
times.
yeah.
Yeah, that one. I'm trying to think that there's just so many cool musical moments. But I did want to go into movies because I
Hmm.
think that's like the super bread and butter of Disney Channel and how they stand for their music. Um, I think my top contenders music wise, Cheetah Girls, specifically two. I know. But
Okay.
I think when you go top to bottom, two is a hard one to beat. One is really good though too. So, but if I had to choose one movie, but if I could give the whole catalog, I would just say Cheetah Girls. Because even three, while not the best one, they had some good.
Where's
Was it?
Raven?
When they battled, that was a good one. Dance
Yeah.
Me If You Can, but yeah, no Raven because they were having beef.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, Cheetah
But I
Girls.
hear there's going to be a Cheetah Girls 4. I feel like they're already in
I don't
pre-production.
believe that. I don't
I
believe
believe
that.
it. I believe it.
You think so? I don't
I
know.
believe it deep in my spirit. Yes.
I'm gonna have to wait and see because I really don't think. Because how many years ago was it? This might have been 2020. All my years kind of combined together these days, but maybe 2020 because they were on live. It was Raven and what's her name? Khalees, who played
Keely
Aqua. Keely. There we go.
from 3LW.
Yeah. So they were on live together, and she was Keely was basically like they were basically low key kind of shading each other. And Raven was like, you're not gonna hold yourself accountable," kind of thing. And she was like, "Well, I didn't really do anything wrong." And Raven was like, There's a meme. There's a meme of Raven just kind of looking at her. So that's why I was like, I don't know if they're ever gonna,
I
because
can. I guess I can see that because Keely has been in the center of some
a lot
rifting
of
with
dramas.
other. Because not only within Cheetah Girls, but also in 3LW as well.
Mhm.
So
But
I'm not going to
maybe,
speak on it, but yeah.
maybe they somehow found a way. I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was because Raven and Adrian were fine, and
Yes.
even oh my gosh, what's her name? It's not Selena, the
I
blonde
have,
one.
yes, it says. She also has a podcast too, I believe. I'm not sure if you saw
Oh,
that.
okay, she does.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw her some clips of it on social media.
Mm.
I
No,
think
I
she
did see.
interviewed the guy who played Protozoa in Xenon,
Nice.
Sabrina
Oh,
Bryant.
thank you. I was like, I know it's started with S. Yeah, Sabrina. I think they were all fine. There was no issues there, but excuse me. And I think Sabrina, I don't think she had any direct issues with Keeley. Nothing
Yeah.
that has been stated, at least. So it seemed
Hmm.
like Keeley was the main issue with Raven and Adrian. They just didn't get along with each other. Um, but
Her
yeah,
podcast is called Magical Rewind,
interesting.
and it's with actually Will Friedle. Do you remember Will Friedle? He was in Boy Meets World. He also
Ah,
was,
he was the brother. Yes.
yeah,
Interesting. I wonder how they collabed.
probably
Mm.
their Disney connection, obviously.
Somehow, some way, maybe a convention or something. Yeah. No, that's cool. I did not know that. But yeah, I do think that you know what, I'll just say Cheetah Girls all over because even though Raven wasn't there, I will say Fuego was a really good song. You remember
Mine is
Fuego?
Shrek.
No, but outside of if you think of outside of the movies when they had their like their external music,
Uh huh. Oh,
yeah, like
okay.
on the commercial breaks. Did you ever? Do you remember Fuego?
Is that what the? It's like the not salsa, flamenco type. No, am I
Kinda.
making
Well,
that up?
no, I don't know if they purposely did, but
Is that when she
Adrian
has
was
the hat on, Raven?
no. So this was after Raven left, but
Oh,
yeah, it was it was it was immediately okay. Well, what are we talking about this?
let me just stop. Let me let you finish.
uh, so this was after Raven left, but so Adrian kind of took the lead, and they were making more music outside of. So this was in between two and three, kind of, I believe, where they were
Oh,
still making music but not making a movie. And so they
mm,
would drop songs. So Fuego
mm,
would play on the commercial breaks. Be like,
Okay,
ooh,
okay.
let's turn it up. We make it hot, going straight to the club. It was like a whole Disney Channel thing.
Okay.
It's a good
I feel
song.
like
I
I
promise. I know Raven's not in it, but they actually did eat with that. But to be fair, it became a group where we knew Raven was lead when she was there, but also Adrian could stand her own. But
exactly
when we had just Adrian and then them two, literally became Adrian and them two. So I will say the Cheetah Girls did great, but Adrian really led the song. They all had their own parts and stuff, but
right.
you know,
I think they also sang Shake Your Tail Feather from
they did. I didn't
Chicken
really like it,
Little.
but yes. Hmm.
Yeah. I used to love
They
Chicken Little.
did. That was a good one. Yes. Or I have brain. Let me finish this thought, and then I'm gonna get to the one that my brain went to next. Also, they had a Cheetah Delicious Christmas album. So Cheetah Delicious Christmas is also a really good song. Side note.
Mm,
But yes, Raven is not in it. But I would say they did have some good stuff outside of that. But I will say the first two movies are where they stand for sure.
you're right.
My brain was gonna go to another music movie or movie music. Um, Year 3000, Jonas Brothers. Well, I know it
Oh
was a
yeah.
cover, kind of. That was still a
Yeah.
solid
That
choice.
was from what movie it was from?
Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons.
Hmm.
I went to the year 3000.
Yeah,
Not
it's so
much has
good.
changed, but we lived on the water.
Hmm.
And your great 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 granddaughter is
It's
doing
doing
fine.
fine.
Doing
And that's
fine.
when Nick comes in with his.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, that's a good one. I am curious. Are there any other movies musically that stand out? We kind of dibbled with High School Musical. I didn't want to dive into yet too much too yet because I know I could talk about that forever. But
Um,
any
I
other
think
one?
that's for me,
Hmm.
movie wise, I think that's it. Like Cheetah Girls was everything for me. Um, I mean, I guess Holes was not necessarily a decom.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, there's so many movies that I could name though, but
yeah,
as far as
seriously.
musical movies,
What about Camp Rock? You mentioned it earlier. Do
Camp
you?
Rock.
Mm-hmm. Not
I
really. Okay.
I think it's because I was older.
Yeah,
Um, I
that's
was
fair.
literally probably like 15 or 16 years old when Camp Rock came out.
That's fair.
Um, I enjoyed it,
Hmm.
but it wasn't something that made a big impression on me.
Okay.
Um,
Did you
yeah, I think it was
ever?
honestly mostly High School Musical and Cheetah Girls. Um,
Okay. Did you ever watch Stuck in the Suburbs?
I did. That was a good one because weren't they chasing like this musical star or something?
Yeah,
No, that was a
Taron
great one.
Killam, who ended up being on SNL. That's the funny part of how that ties in. He was the pop star, and they have a song. My brain can't think of it, but they have a song in their movie
Okay.
with him as a pop star. And I remember my brain just can't think about it, but that was one that would get stuck in my head sometimes as well because they played it a lot in the movie. Um,
Wow. You
but
make
he
me want to
didn't
go.
sing it.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, but that was a good one. Outside of like the more popular ones. But no, I love Camp Rock. This is me, Demi Lovato.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
forgot about that. No,
see
that is a great
quality.
song.
Yeah. That one is like the top one, of course. But then even for Camp Rock 2, um, there's this one where um Demi's character and Joe Jonas's character, they break up. And
Mm,
it's called like the chorus is really good, like Fire and Rain. What is it called? Um, Wouldn't Change a Thing. Yeah,
mm.
that one's a really good one too. Um, Let It Shine. Let It Shine played a big part.
Kiki
Um,
Palmer was in it, right?
Coco
Oh, that's a
Jones.
song.
Y- Wait, huh?
That's a song. Let It Shine.
No, that's the movie,
Oh,
but
okay.
they do have a song I believe as well in it. But no, it's Coco Jones and oh my gosh, Gregory from I think of all his characters' names. Like Tyler James Williams. Everybody hates
Okay.
Chris and Gregory also now elementary.
I
But no,
forgot Coco Jones had a Disney era. I mean, that was
y-
beyond. That was after I stopped watching.
well, yeah, I think people forget because it's like she kind of and she talked about this a lot where she had her Disney era and then she kind of phased out and she kind of had to
Mm,
fight to get back into the scene again.
Yeah.
which was really cool to see. But yeah, that's where she kind of popped off as a kid. That came out in 2012. Yeah. So
What
Let It
about
Shine.
Zendaya?
Ooh, so Zendaya was Shake It Up. That I will say I watched it a little bit, but I did not stick with it because that was a phase out for me too.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, Shake It Up. When Shake It Up. That came out 2010. And
okay.
it only lasted for 3 years to 2013. And eventually she came back for Casey Undercover, and I was definitely not watching Disney Channel at that time.
Mm,
Um, to be fair, I couldn't get into any of the music they had with Shake It Up, to be honest. And I kind of
mm,
watched it, but I didn't really stick with Shake It Up as much.
yeah.
But I did like it, especially as a dance show. I was really excited about that. But I didn't
Yeah.
stick with it to the end.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
agree. Yeah, I was in college when that was a thing. So no.
Oh, see, yeah. So especially the way, yeah, because it also would need to grab your attention like super, and it was still very much like a show for the kids. Yeah.
Mm,
So no, that makes sense. Because even for me, I could be like, okay, wait, this actually has an interesting plot line, but for Shake It Up, it's very much like you took my shoes or something like that, where it's like, okay, well, you know. Um, okay, to kind of wrap up, I realized we didn't talk about like the in between songs as much. We kind of mentioned some things like the Disney Channel stars and things like that. Are there any songs that popped up on commercial breaks that kind of stuck out to you?
um, definitely hoes. Digging up on hoes.
Dig it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Um, that's I feel like you play that in the club and people will go crazy. Like,
Yeah, especially because they have a rap section too. That was
right.
really good.
Um, what's a song? Oh, I mentioned before, "Grazing in the Grass." That
Hmm.
was Raven sang that for the Lion King 1.5.
Yeah.
You
Mm,
know,
yeah.
um, again, "This Is My Time," Raven, "Miracles Happen." Oh, "A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Made." I think Dylan and Cole
Yes.
Sprouse sang that, right? I believe.
Then they had somebody else though.
Did or
Um,
was it Adrian Bailon? Bylon?
I thought it was more people than that. Hold on.
There were, yeah.
Your heart makes Disney Channel. Yeah, I'm trying to get a
Oh,
full
Tyler
visual.
Pratt was in it.
Oh, okay, Allie too. Um oh, Ashley Tisdale. No?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they had the whole peeps. Yeah, Raven, all the cast of Raven, Orlando Brown, Raven, Annalise. Yeah, they had the whole shebang.
Yeah, I guess this was their second song after
Lion King.
Circle of Life. Yeah.
That's crazy that I remember this one, but I don't remember Circle of Life.
It's a hit.
I'm gonna go back and listen to that one. That's bananas.
Um I don't know if this was probably before your era. There used to be concerts on Disney Channel. There was
Mm.
NSYNC, I believe, maybe 98 Degrees,
Mhm.
and a couple of other concerts that used to be on there.
I was not
Um,
there for
they
that.
had their own, yeah, I think that was like late
Late 90s.
90s, but I used to be obsessed with those.
No, I did not know. Oh my goodness. Wait, oh, also side note, and then with the High School Musical, I want to give a shout out to people who were probably part of High School Musical but were not visually there. Remember
Hmm.
Drew Seeley?
Drew Seeley.
He sung for Zac Efron in High School Musical, the first one. He was in
Oh, I
uh
heard about that.
yeah, he was in the second Cinderella story with Selena Gomez, and he did a lot of singing for Disney Channel throughout the time. So like he had a few Disney Channel songs, but his they would use his voice a lot, but like not him visually, which was always
Wow.
so interesting. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so crazy. My little sister told me that. And I was like, "What? Are you serious?"
the crazy
Um,
part is though, I remember being younger. I've known this for a while, and then eventually I also like had magazines. But when you
uh-huh.
hear, I would like listen, and I'd be like, the the voice that I'm hearing sing does not match up to the voice that like I hear when he's speaking. I was like, that's not matching up to me. And it
Yeah.
was always one of those things where I was like, it's not making sense. And then somewhere down the line, I got a confirmation. I was reading a magazine. They're like, the voice is actually Drew Seeley. I was like, oh, this makes sense.
I
And
wonder why
so
they made that choice
Zach
because
couldn't hold the tune.
so did he sing in The Greatest Showman?
He did. So what ended up happening was it was all about the register
Oh,
of the first my gosh, the first movie's music was too high for him.
hmm,
And so what they did was he hops in sometimes. You can hear, that's the crazy part. You can hear when he's there and when Drew Seeley's there, which Drew Seeley was mainly there.
hmm,
They eventually were able to write songs that can help him out for movies 2 and 3. But also, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure down the line he also took some vocal lessons as well. So he's
got
not
it.
in movie 1, but he's still in movie 2 and 3, and then he's able to kind of hold the tune because, of course, he also went into Hairspray.
That I forgot about that. That's true. Hmm.
So it was just like that first one, they wrote everything and then cast. And we were
Okay,
like, oh, actually, he's not hitting these notes.
yeah,
Let's get Drew Seeley on the call. But yeah, no, Drew
that's so
Seeley.
interesting because I saw that he was reflecting on how Michael Jackson complimented him from
Mhm.
being in High School Musical, and I'm curious if Michael Jackson knew that
Oh,
he
I
wasn't
hadn't
singing.
I hadn't heard
Um,
about that. That's funny.
yeah, there's a clip of him talking about that.
Hmm. Also, side note, he's the voice for Stuck in the Suburbs. So when I'm telling, yeah, so
That airplane?
he's no, Drew Seeley. So
Juicy.
that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Like they pulled his voice for a lot of stuff. So a lot of the times it'd be like he'd audition for this,
Uh
and
huh.
they'd be like, "We don't really want you for the role, but we like your voice."
That
So
sucks.
yeah, so he auditioned for the pop star role of Stuck in the Suburbs, but he didn't get it. He lost the part, but he did sing for the role.
Wow.
So that's why I was like, I had to mention him because I was like, we've grown up like hearing his voice here or there,
Uh
but
huh.
like we didn't really get him fully visually. He might have dibbled and dabbled in some Disney stuff, but he never got a main role until Another Cinderella Story.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
I don't know. That's a good question. Let me see. What does it say he's doing? Is he on tour? He's still singing and stuff.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I'm not sure, but
he's in
yeah.
his mid
Uh,
40s. Like,
yeah. Um, I do want to know before we wrap up
hmm,
some of my solid in betweener songs. Outside of
yes,
like I said, I mentioned Drew City mentions Vanessa Hudgens had some funny ones, kind of.
I don't
So
remember that.
there's one called "Put Your Sneakers On" by Vanessa Hudgens,
Okay,
and it's
okay.
like a whole kind of like ad as well. Was it Reebok shoes? I think they were like, you put your sneakers on, and people were always like, Vanessa, why did you sing like that? Because she threw in like some kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I definitely recommend. But I remember listening to it like basically what you're gonna do is dance. It was kind of
Mm,
jazzy with it. But my biggest one, Ali and AJ,
mm.
we have two contenders: potential breakup song and or um Rush. Do you remember in Twitches, excuse me, where the sisters are driving and it's ominous because like the darkness is coming? It's like, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Rushing through your hair, rushing through your hair.
Was that
It's
the
that.
first one? First switches?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But those were some that played in the middle of like TV shows or commercial breaks, things like that. Potential breakup song was a big one
What
for
was that
them.
from? Oh, that was
They didn't
also.
have it anywhere. It was just like their song that they put
Oh, wow.
on commercial break. And then there's another one I'm thinking of that probably shouldn't have been. Ashley Tisdale had some music videos on there too.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. Because like sometimes when you look back and you listen to those songs, I'm like, that song is not what I think that song was about, but they just had it on Disney Channel. Um, but yeah, there was definitely some good like throwback moments. But I say Ali and AJ definitely took over the commercial break of Disney Channel stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What show that was a show called Allie and AJ? Or was
No,
that
they've just
the
always been like a group. So they did do. There's a movie called Cowbells.
I remember that one. Hmm.
Allie was in Phil in the Future. She
Yes.
also did a magic movie that I can't think of. I don't know if you ever watched that one where it was about this guy who wanted to learn magic. Um, and she was like the friend.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of it, but yes, that was one. In regards to shows, if anything, they probably popped up on a show, but they never had a show on Disney Channel. Um,
Mm.
Do You Believe in Magic? They did a cover of that. That was another song in the thing, in the commercial breaks. Walking on Sunshine, things like that. But no,
I
I'm trying to
remember
think.
that one.
Yeah, Cowbells is the main thing I can think of in full capacity that they did, that they finally had something of their own.
Hmm.
Allie did a lot of stuff by herself.
Mm.
Yeah. Because she was even in, I don't know if you ever watched it. There was this TV show on the CW about cheerleaders called Hellcats.
No, I didn't watch
Um,
that.
okay, but yeah, she was on that. So she did more acting, and I think her sister did some acting, but she mainly kind of stuck on the singing end of things.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and they sing together now still, and I think they have good music.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah.
Speaking of singing, I really love how Hilary Duff's career is continuing to evolve
Mm.
right now. Like
She's
she's
making
going
a
on
comeback.
tour. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
And
it's
she
really
looks,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, because she never left. She just kind of like focused on acting for a bit, and then now she's like, okay, now I want to focus on singing.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
that's
she's
very
like
cool.
a mother, but she still looks so young. And yeah,
She still looks like herself. That's the wild part. You know what? And then we're gonna officially wrap up though. What I will say, we were supposed to get a Lizzie McGuire reboot, and while I wasn't necessarily like needed for it, the fact that we were gonna get it and they had already started filming and they already have
they
episodes.
did.
Mm-hmm. But they canceled it. Disney decided to say no. This was in 2021 or earlier
What?
than that. Mm-hmm. They had it. They said it's a go. They started filming it. Disney decided this was before Disney Plus changed direction. So at first Disney Plus was like this, we only have kid friendly, family friendly content. This is the only thing we're doing before they really started pulling in all the things. I'm like,
Hmm.
so now that you changed your direction, let's reopen this up.
Please
um,
do.
because it was supposed to be an adult version, like, okay, Lizzie's an adult now. Like,
Yeah,
so kind of something along the lines of what's like a comparison, like, those comedy shows that we had on ABC Family.
right.
I don't know if you ever watched like the one with Emily Osment called, it was a Hungry on ABC Family or
Mhm.
something like that. But
But
yeah,
she did. I think Hilary Duff also had a TV show on ABC, right? Or something else?
I don't know if it was ABC, but she did do a few things because certain things she tried, they did get canceled along the way. So she did How I Met Your Father. I don't know.
Yes.
She did that, and there was something
Mhm.
else that happened because those periods where things keep getting canceled, so they hop on to the next thing, and I kind of did get a little bit blurred in the lines there because there's something either before or after How I Met Your Father.
Mhm.
I cannot remember. But maybe, yeah, maybe she's like, okay, I've been doing this like TV show thing for a minute. Nothing's really 100% sticking, whether it makes it 2 seasons or not. And then maybe she
Yeah.
was just like, okay, whatever. We're moving on let's go back to music and let's see what's up. She also just went through some life changes too, so
Did
that would make
she?
a lot of sense. Yeah, I think her and her sister have been kind of not on the same page.
Oh, I did hear her
Yeah,
talk.
that. There's a
Yeah.
few other just different things. So it was, what was the show? Oh, so she has another show coming out called Pretty Ugly. So
Okay.
How I Met Your Father, 2022 to 2023. She was in Younger. Duh, Kavana. Younger is a good show, actually. Highly recommend that. Um, that ended in 2021, and then she's kind of dropped into some TV shows here or there in between time before then. Um, but yeah,
Shout out to my Texas girl again.
yeah. See, she was also in Gossip Girl. Side note, she for like a
I
few
forgot.
episodes. But yeah, at the end of the day, Disney music forever. um,
Exactly.
Thank you again for hopping on. This was just a fun conversation to just kind of like reminisce also about
Thank
things
you.
music
Yeah.
wise, Disney Channel wise, TVs, movies, all the above. Um,
Yeah.
Listeners out there, make sure you go check out Jamichael. All of his info is in the description of this episode. Make sure you're following me at the Introvert Social Hour on all things Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure you're following this podcast here. Get some sunshine, get some air, and I'll see you next week on the Introvert Social Hour. Bye.